Hey, beautiful souls. This week we're entering one of the most powerful portals of the year, the Lion's Gate portal. And this is aligned with the full moon in Aquarius that's bringing deep emotional truths to the surface. The Akashic Records are wide open and the energy is really potent. This is not just a week of manifesting, it's a week of remembrance and of soul leadership and of saying yes to the version of you that is no longer hiding. In this reading, we are going to explore what the full moon is illuminating for you, what codes are activating through the Lion's Gate portal, what needs to be released so that you can step forwards into your full power, and what soul aligned timeline is ready to open for you. So let's have a look and see what the Akashic Alchemy Oracle deck has to say for us this week. So what do we need to know? Okay, so we have the first card. Okay, so I'm just going to get a few more cards and then we're mixing some tarot as well, just to give a full reading for the week ahead. The Lion's Gate is so powerful. Okay, so we have some beautiful cards here. So we've got some woundings coming up, right? And some of these woundings overlap each other just a little bit. So the full moon is illuminating the woundings that are coming up in your life. Now, some of these overlap, so that doesn't mean that you've got all of these, but interestingly, what's come up is the witch wound, the sister wound, and the priestess wound. Now, although these woundings are different, they have a lot of similarities in that they are stopping you from truly being in your authenticity, right? They are stopping you from speaking your power, from working with your gifts, from fear of persecution, fear of being seen, fear of, that collective energy, that sister wound energy, that fear of other women and how they can treat you. So that is 3 big woundings that have come up this week, and each will need working with in a slightly different way. But what I feel that the moon is illuminating for you is that there are woundings that need to be released. So looking at how you feel about being visible, especially if you've got a business, right? How you feel about speaking your truth, how you feel about charging for your gifts, how you feel about showing up, speaking, being in your power, being in your authenticity, right? Because that's what I feel this message is saying. Rather than just talking about, one of these woundings, I feel this is a sign for you to really connect in, to see how you're feeling about different things so that you can start to release things like the witch wound, the sister wound, and the priestess wound. Now, for me, the priestess wound is something that is really, really coming up with my clients, with the collective readings that I'm doing. And this is about our power being suppressed. This is about us not being able to be fully vibrant, not being able to show the world our power, not being able to guide and lead, right? And this is all having an effect on spiritual businesses and spiritual women in really showing up in their power. Okay, so what is being activated within you is soul alignment, right? These codes are coming through for you so that you can be fully in alignment with your truth, fully in alignment with your gifts, with how you show up in the world, your purpose, your mission, and all of those beautiful things. When we are in alignment, life becomes so much easier. Putting out our offerings into the world, manifesting the things that we want in our lives. So working with the 8-8 portal, the Lionsgate portal, is going to be really, really powerful for helping you to align fully to your soul, how your soul wants to be expressed, what you're here to learn in this lifetime, and how you're here to show up powerfully as a leader. Then, you know, these codes are available to you. So what you're being asked to release at this time is anywhere that you are not showing up authentically, right? So the moon has already illuminated these 3 woundings, right? So they are stopping you from really stepping into your authenticity, really stepping into the powerful leader that you are here to be. Okay, so these codes are going to be ready to come down for you, but we need to step into our full authentic self, express ourselves in the way that feels authentic for ourselves, to voice ourselves authentically, to sell ourselves authentically if we're running a business, so that our offerings and our packages and all of those things are fully in alignment with our purpose, our mission, and all of those beautiful things, so that life becomes easier. Life becomes a lot easier for us to move forward. So we need to release anywhere that we are not showing up authentically. If we're not showing up authentically in our business, in our relationships, in our family life, in our day-to-day, then this is what needs to be released in this portal, so that we can fully claim our self-expression, our authenticity, so that we can show up more powerfully. And the soul aligned timeline that is ready to open for you is full energetic sovereignty, right? We have soul alignment and sovereignty here. So this is really about letting go of those priestess wounds in particular, so that you can step into leadership, so that you can step into soul alignment, power, and sovereignty moving forwards. And this is exactly what the Lionsgate portal is here to help you to do. So let's have a look at some tarot to just mix in a little bit of a mix. So what does tarot want to add to this reading today? Okay, so we have the Star. So this is really talking about our hopes, dreams, wishes, and desires. And it's up to us to lay the foundations of what it is that we want to manifest, right? The Star comes after the Tower. The Tower shakes up the things that are not in alignment for us. So maybe you've been through your Tower moment and you're starting to rebuild. This card is giving you hope. This card is giving you almost permission to start rebuilding, and to start rebuilding on foundations that are not going to fall down, right? And this is very much what this reading has been about. It's time to let go of those things, those Tower things, like the Witch wound, the Priestess wound, and the Sister wound, because they're the things that have the potential to pull everything down, because they're not healed. You're still carrying them in your energy field. So as you do that, you can start to manifest your hopes, dreams, wishes, and desires. Is there anything else that wants to come through today? Okay, we have a couple more. So it may feel like, you know, you're kind of juggling things at the moment, and there's a lot of emotional energy that is going on. You're very determined on where it is that you want to go, but there are things that you are not dealing with, right? Things that have been put away. It's like, I don't want to deal with that. Let's focus on, you know, the journey, the result that I want, and let's not deal with the things like these, right? Really, really important that these things are dealt with, right? So emotionally, you may be like kind of suppressing these 3 energies that need to be removed. I mean, these are trauma. These are things that are in your DNA that really need to be released. So if you want more information on these woundings, please feel free to message me. Okay, so we also have, so it's the same, you know, it's the same energy, which never surprises me. Like, there are things that you just don't want to look at, things that you just don't want to deal with, right? So you're not thinking about them, you're not feeling them, right? You have pushed them to the side because you're not quite ready to really work on the things that need to be worked on, which are these woundings. But you know that there are issues, like, and this card really talks about, you know, tying yourself up in knots, right? And sleepless nights, and, you know, all of those things, the worry that perhaps your business isn't moving forwards, or the worry that your relationships aren't working out, or, you know, whatever worry it is that you're carrying. If you don't deal with these things, you're going to carry on moving it forwards. So in order to reach happiness, success, you know, this could be relationships. We've got a couple of cards that have come out for relationships. So not necessarily romantic relationships, business relationships, collaboration, partnerships, you know, all of those things are available to you, and they will come forwards, but we have to release these things. So, you know, the cards are really talking about the same energies, right? They're not wanting to deal, I'm trying to pick this one up, not wanting to deal with the woundings, or not understanding the woundings, right? They are all very, very connected. They need to be dealt with both emotionally, physically, and spiritually, so that you can free yourself up for soul alignment, energetic sovereignty, happiness and joy, and truly being authentic. So let me know how this reading resonates with you today. If you love the cards, let me know. I'll get you on the wait list to pre-order this deck. And if one particular card stood out for you, let me know in the comments. I would love to know. Have an amazing week. Do keep an eye out for the blog that will be very focused on the full moon in Aquarius. And also there will be a Lionsgate portal activation available for you in the next couple of days as well. So have an amazing week, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Ciao for now.